Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this crochet crop mesh top. For this project, I used 4-ply combed milk cotton yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. So let's get started. Let me quickly explain to you the design, like how we are going to make the panels. So this is made to measure around my waist. It's 30 inches, and around my bust part it's 35 inches. So for the front part of the waist it's going to be 15 inches, and the back part would be also 15 inches. So in the front part we are making two panels, this one and this one. This, when laid against my body, this would be my left side panel, left hand panel, and this would be my right hand panel. Okay, because when you put it on your body it will go this way, right? So this would be the right hand and this would be the left hand. Now in the video I'm messing it up sometimes, so sorry for that. So first of all we are going to make this square part. Now since my circumference around the waist length that I want my top to be between my under bust and the navel point. Now here, around here, so this would change with your measurements. So right where the top length ends, you have to get the circumference and then divide it by 2 to make the front half and the back half each. And for me it was 30 inches, and when I divide it by 2 it's 15 inches for the front and 15 inches for the back. And then the front part again we divide into 2 because we are making 2 separate panels. So the square here would be of length 7.5 inches and up to a height of 8 inches. That's for my measurement. So this 8-inch height came from my underarm to the length. Okay, I hope it's not confusing. So first we are going to make chains up to a length of 7.5 inches and then work our mesh pattern upwards up to a height of 8 inches, and then we'll be doing decreases to get this V part, and after that we'll be making the strap. Okay, so once you finish making one panel you can repeat the same thing to make the other panel as well. But in my tutorial I'm doing a change because I want both sides to be in the correct side, I mean the double crochet stitch in the right side. So let's see how it goes. First of all we are going to make a slip knot. So this is the tail end and this is the working side of the yarn. So you can see this is attached to the yarn ball. And to make a slip knot, first of all, this is my left hand and this is my right hand. I'm a right-hander. To make the slip knot, you're going to take your yarn like this and hold it like so. See, like this. And I'm going to have my index finger of my right hand slid in like this. So there's a loop around my right index finger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this and I'm going to slide my right thumb in and I'm going to grab this tail end and pull it out. So a knot will get formed like this, and I can adjust this size. So before that I'm gonna slide my hook into that loop and then I'm gonna pull from this tail side and the loop will get smaller. Okay, after that, so this is how I hold my working yarn on my left hand, this way, like this. Okay, so the tension of your project will be handled by your left hand and you'll be holding your hook on your right hand. Okay, now you're having the yarn and hook like this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna send this yarn strand over the hook and you're gonna pull through this loop. Once again, send the yarn over the hook and pull through this loop. Okay, send the yarn over, pull through this loop. Now, if your loop looks bigger, you can pull from this side, this finger, and make it smaller. Don't make it too small, just keep it at the right size. So likewise, you have to make chains. I have to make a chain of length of 7.5 inches. So this one, it's 7 inches. So I have to make few more. Okay, so I made 45 chains. So remember that count because we are repeating the same number of chains to the other side of the panel. Okay, next we are going to first place a double crochet in each and every one of the stitch. So before we place the double crochet, after making 45 chains, I'm going to make 2 extra chains which will be used to reach to the height of the double crochet. So 1, 2, and into the third stitch here you're going to make a double crochet. So for that you're going to yarn over, and into this third stitch, 1, 2, 3, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is your first double crochet. You can use a stitch marker to mark it if you want. So this is the first double crochet, and you're gonna make double crochet into the next, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Likewise, you're going to keep making double crochets into each of these stitches until you reach the end, and you should be having a total number of 45 double crochets once you reach to this side. Okay, let me show it to you guys once again. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop. You got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is how your work should look like, and I'm almost at the end, so I'm doing my final 2 double crochets of the first row. Dog. Okay. Next you have to turn your work, what I mean by turn your work is, now we were doing our work this way, right? Now you just have to turn this and this is the back side of the double crochets. And into this very first stitch, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert the hook, oops, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that is our first double crochet of the second row. And into the next rows, first we are going to go in a mesh style. So now you just make 2 chains, 1, 2, and then skip 2 stitches, and into this one you're going to make a double crochet, 1, that forms this square. Okay, again you're going to make 2 chains, skip 2 stitches, and into the next make a double crochet. Okay, likewise you're going to continue until you reach to this side. 2 chains, skip 2 stitches, make double crochet. I just reached the end of that row, and this is how it should look like. And here in my work I have only 2 spaces left, and here what we have done is we made a double crochet, made 2 chains gap, and then make another double crochet. Now here if I make 2 chain gap, I have no space, no place, no stitch to make my next double crochet into. So I'm just gonna make a single chain here, a single space, and then into this stitch marker I'm just going to make a double crochet instead of 2 chains. Now in yours you should be able to make 2, or just follow my one, because according to the initial stitch count this will happen. Okay, I hope you got it. So I'm gonna make a double crochet into the very first stitch. Okay, next you're gonna make a double crochet row. So we are gonna alternate a double crochet row and this double crochet with the spaces. So to start, into this, now we stopped here, right? I'm gonna turn the work, so just turn it like this, and then into this stitch I'm gonna insert the hook, pull up the loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You can see 2 here. Into this one I'm gonna insert the hook, pull up the loop through that, 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. That is my first standing double crochet. And into this space where I had made only 1 chain gap, I'm going to make a double crochet. So into this space just 1 double crochet. Suppose you had 2 gaps, you're gonna make 2 double crochets. Okay, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and into this double crochet stitch you're gonna make a double crochet, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now I have a 2 chain gap here, as you can see, So into this you're gonna make 2 double crochets. Now earlier I had only one, so I made only 1 double crochet. Some of you might get 2, so you're gonna make 2 double crochets. Okay, so into this gap I'm gonna make 2 double crochets. Into the stitch here, this one, just place 1 double crochet on top of it. Into the gap again, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, into the stitch, 1 double crochet. So you are going to repeat this until you reach the end of the row. Okay, so oops, this is how your work should look like. We are on our 3rd row now. Okay, now for the next row, instead of having a double crochet spaces row, I'm gonna make a triple crochet spaces row. So same thing, you're gonna turn the work like this, and into this very first stitch you're gonna make a standing triple crochet. So insert, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and you're gonna insert into this. See, you have 2, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Earlier we stopped from here, but now I want to make a triple crochet, so I'm gonna insert into this one again. Here you can see 2 stitches. Into this one we're gonna insert. So insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and next here you can see initially I have placed 2 chains, 2 chain gap. Make 2 chains and leave 2 chains from here, 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd one you're gonna make a triple crochet. For that you're gonna yarn over once, yarn over again, see, and then you're gonna insert into this 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, again 2 chains, 1, 2, make a triple crochet, yarn over twice like this, and into the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, again 2 chains, yarn over twice, into the 3rd you're gonna make a triple crochet, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're gonna repeat this until you reach the end of the row. Let me show you to you again. 2 chains, yarn over twice, into the 3rd stitch insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'll see you guys at the end of row 4. Okay, so I'm almost at the end and this is how it looks like. Clearly you can see that this mesh is bigger than the double crochet one. So here I just made 2 chains and I'm placing the triple crochet into the 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now here I cannot make 2 chains just like earlier. I'll just make 1 chain and triple crochet into this stitch. It would have been better if you can get a multiplication of properly, like if you'd had 1 more stitch, then it would be perfect. But no, it's not such a big deal. But yeah, so the next row we are going to place a double crochet row just like this. Okay, so for that, turn your work into the first one, make a standing double crochet, insert, pull up a loop, pull through 2, send your hook into this side stitch, pull up, pull through 2, and into this 1 chain space. If you had 2, you have to make 2 double crochets, but since I have 1, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet. On top of this stitch, make 1 double crochet, into this chain 2 space, make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, into this stitch. On top of the stitch, make 1 double crochet, into this space, make 2 double crochets. Likewise, you're gonna complete this row. I'll see you guys at the end of this row. So into this chain 2 space, I place 2 double crochets, and on top of this stitch, standing triple crochet. Here you could see 3 V's, right? 1, 2, 3. Onto this one, I'm gonna make a double crochet. Okay guys, so this is how it looks like now. So I've repeated those 4 rows, the double crochet row, the double crochet mesh, double crochet row, and the triple crochet mesh. These 4 rows, I repeated it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and a 1 double crochet. Basically, this is the pattern that we'll be repeating, and the height is, I did this up to a height of 8 inches so far. Height of 8 inches. Remember the design? So this came up to 8 inches for me, and this is the part where we did this. Okay, so next we have to form this V shape and the arm part. So we'll be repeating this pattern, these 4 rows, but we have to do a decrease at this end to get this part. Once we finish this panel, we repeat the same thing and make another panel for the other side. I hope it's clear. So let's continue making this shape, neck shape. So we are doing a decrease. For that, turn the work and go through this stitch, pull up a loop, go through this stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so this is the first stitch. I'm just gonna mark it. Okay, and I'm gonna place another double crochet into this because we have to match this pattern. So if I start my mesh from here, this is not going to be aligned. So my target is to get the squares, the meshes aligned like this. So I'm gonna place a double crochet into this like this. Okay, I hope you can see like kind of like a slanted shape. Okay, next we are just going to repeat this mesh pattern, which was 2 chains, 1, 2, skip 2 stitches. Into the third one you do a double crochet. Okay, so repeat this until you reach the end. Okay, I reached the end of that row, the row where we started to do the decreases, and this is me placing the last 2 double crochets. Here, since I had a chain 1, I'm doing chain 1. If you had 2, do 2 chains. So sorry about the barking. Okay, assuming that this is my side, open side, and this is going to be my underarm side. So I'm assuming that this is my right hand panel. When I keep it to my body this way, this will be my right hand panel, and this is the neck for me. Okay, so now we're gonna turn the work again, and you're gonna go into, now earlier we used to make the double crochet right here and another double crochet here, but now we are going to skip those two and make the double crochet here into this like this, and then go into this, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and just like before, into the 2 chain space you're gonna make 2 double crochet on top of the stitch, 1 double crochet into the space, 2 double crochet on top of the stitch, 1 double crochet. Okay, likewise you're gonna continue it until you reach this side. Okay, so this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like, this row, and we did just 1 decreasing row, the very first one, and now here I'm almost at the end. Now here the decreasing I'm doing is I'm gonna decrease this mesh and this stitch. Now my stitch marker was here at this point. I'm gonna decrease this one and this one. Okay, so I'm gonna yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, remove the stitch marker and turn my work. Again I'm going to start with a decrease, so I'm not going to work into this one, I'm going to work into the next stitch, into this second stitch. So insert hook, pull up a loop, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and into, now here I have to, this space I told you earlier, I want this meshes to align like this. So if I make 2 chains and make a treble crochet here, it's not going to be aligned because the treble crochet will be built here. Okay, so instead I'm going to make treble crochets. I'm going to make a double crochet into this and a treble crochet into this, which will kind of maintain the shape, like the gradually increasing shape. So the treble crochet, I made the double crochet here and the treble crochet into this space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, and just as usual, we're gonna make 2 chains, yarn over twice, skip 2, into the next stitch, insert, pull up a loop, likewise. So you can see the shape forming here. Okay, so continue 2 chains, skip 2 chains and make the treble crochet. Continue this until you reach almost at the end, because here also we have to do a decrease. Okay, so I'm at the end. So here now we are not going to make 2 chains, we're just going to place triple crochets into the next 2 stitches instead of making the mesh. So yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, that is 1 treble crochet, and this is the next treble crochet. Okay, and we are doing a decrease into these next 2 stitches. Okay, so yarn over twice, insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the remaining 3 loops. Okay, next turn the work. We are not working into the first stitch, we are working into the next stitch. Insert, pull up a loop, again into the next, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the first stitch of the side. I'm gonna mark it as the first stitch. Okay, next it is the double crochet row. So as usual, place double crochets into on top of the stitches and 2 double crochets into the mesh. So here you can see the shape is kind of forming, and this is the next side. I'll meet you guys when I reach here. Okay, so I'm here towards the end, and right now the decrease that we do is yarn over, go into the mesh, pull up, and go into this next stitch, pull up and pull through 2 and pull through 3. Okay, and then turn the work. Skip this first stitch and into the next insert, pull up a loop, into the next insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now mind you that here we didn't work towards the very first stitch, so it doesn't matter. So now this one is my very first stitch. Okay, and now we have to do a double crochet mesh here. Before that I need to get these aligned, so I'm gonna make 2 double crochets. Make one into this and one into this, and next I'm starting to make double crochet mesh. So for that, chain 2, yarn over, skip 2, into the third, make double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, to the next, double crochet. I'll meet you guys at the end of this row. So I'm almost at the end. Now this is the underarm side and this is my neckline side. So here we have to do another decrease. For that, now according to the pattern I have to do 2 chains, but I'm not going to do that. Instead of making the 2 chains here according to the pattern, I'm going to first make a double crochet here, and these 2 we are going to do a decrease. And then see, I didn't work into the first stitch, just the stitch after that. Remove the stitch marker, turn my work. Okay. Now we have to now we have to do the double crochet row. So before we do that, I'm going to do a decrease here. So I'm not going to work into the first stitch, I'm going to work into the second one. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, into the next, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next, into the space, make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. On top of the stitch, 1 double crochet. Okay. This is the arm side. I'm not going to be doing any more decreases for the arm side, but for the front side I'll be doing another decrease. So for this side we did 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rows of decreases. Okay, so you have to repeat the same thing in the next panel. That's why I just reminded of the decreasing row count. So make double crochets, 2 into the space, 1 on top of the stitch, and I'll meet you guys around this point. I am almost at the end of that row. So just like before, we are not going to do the 2 chains, we are going to work into this. So yarn over, insert, pull up into this one, insert, pull up and pull through 2, pull through 3. Okay, so yeah, that's all the decreasing that I'll be doing. Next we are going to form the strap. So I'm gonna turn the work. As you can see, I didn't work into the very first stitch. I didn't go all the way there. Okay, I'm just gonna remove the stitch marker because it's no longer needed. So basically I just wanted to get this shape for the neck, front neck. That's why I did the decreases as such. If you are like an advanced beginner, so if you feel like the shape is not forming okay, you can just play around with the double crochets and decreases and see what shape is better. Okay, I hope it's not that confusing. Turn the work, and now we are straight away going to make a straight strap upwards. So let's work into this stitch. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, insert the hook again. I'm making a standing double crochet, and according to the pattern this should be a standing treble crochet. Here this was a double mesh, treble mesh, double mesh, double crochet row, then treble crochet. So make a standing treble crochet. Oops. And since I want to get these aligned, I'm going to make another treble crochet into this stitch here, and then chain two, skip two chains and into the third treble crochet. Okay, chain two, skip two chains into the third treble crochet. Now here we can make two chains and a treble crochet. So two chains and into the place where the stitch marker is, like so. Okay, and then turn the work. Now it's easy, just like before. Now we are going to make a double crochet row. So into this very first one, insert and make a standing double crochet into this two spaces, chain two space, make two double crochets on top of the other stitch, make a double crochet. So now it's easy. Now you're going to repeat the pattern that we did here on top of this up to the height of the strap that you want. And I'll meet you guys soon. Okay guys, so I finished making the strap. So for the front side, the strap will look like this. The panel will look like this. So let me just quickly show you the design again here. So this part we have made, okay, and the strap I continued making it for the back panel as well. This, so it will be a single strap as you can see here. See, So for the front panel, the strap height for me was, from here onwards I stopped decreasing and started to make the strap. So it's around 5.5 inches, and I marked, I just put this against my body and considered this to be the necessary strap height for me. So it will be changed depending on your body measurements. So you can keep it like flat, lay this against your body and get the strap height. And then I marked it with a stitch marker, and basically what I did was I just made the rest of the strap up until this point. This strap height for me was 7.5 inches. This one no need. The strap height for the back was nearly 7.5-ish inch. So the height that you should make this is up to the place where you started doing the decreases. Okay, so here, then only we can join the panels together. So I don't so see, so this total height should be the back height, so nearly 7.5 inches. Okay, and you're gonna repeat the same thing and make this side, and then we are just going to make the back panel, which will be a rectangle of height 8 inches and the length 16 centimeters. Eight inches and the length 16 centimeters. This is basically a rectangle, and we'll be attaching this and this to that rectangular panel. Okay, I hope it's clear. So yeah, this doesn't have to be exact, because you can always lay this against your body and get the measurements. That's how I do it. Okay, so make another panel, use the same pattern, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. Not a few hours in the video, but it'll take a few hours for you to make this, right? So yeah, and we'll then move on to make the back panel. Okay, so I just finished my first ball of yarn. So I made one panel and just started the second panel, and I wanted to show you guys how I joined the yarn, because I think it's important, because obviously you're gonna need more than one ball of yarn. So this is this new yarn, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie this to this side like this, and just gonna have to undo a little bit, and this side to this. That's better. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull from these two, and as you can see, the two knots will get closer, and that's a one tight knot. This won't come out. So that is how I join the yarn, and let me just continue the work. Okay, so this part is too long, so I'm gonna cut it short. You don't have to worry, this is not gonna get undone. For the back panel, first we should make chains of up to a length of 16 inches. Now in my book I have written 16 centimeters. That's wrong, it should be 16 inches. So you have to make chains up to a length of 16 inches first. Okay, so you cannot see, I have made chains up to a length of, let me show you, 16 inches. So for me, the count of the number of chains was 96, and 96 chains equated to 16 inches for me. So next we are doing the same thing that we did for the panels. So 96, and then you're gonna add once you reach up to the length you want, you're going to add 2 extra chains. So 1, 2, and into the third chain from the hook, this is the first chain, this is the second one, this is the third one, you're going to make a double crochet. Insert, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and into the next also you're going to make a double crochet. Likewise, until you reach the end of this row, you should make double crochets. So after that, you have to do a double crochet mesh, just like in the front panels. Double crochet mesh, again a double crochet row, triple crochet mesh. Likewise, you're gonna make a total rows up to a height of 8 inches. Because if you can remember, the front panel, the length was 7.5 inches and the height was 8 inches before we start doing the decreases. So now the panel is 16 inches and the height of 8 inches. I'll see you guys. This would take probably 3 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours. Let's see. See ya. Hey guys, so I've been recording this part of the tutorial like for quite some time now, because I wanted to get the right side upwards. Now initially I told you guys that I was working on the right side of the panel, but the initial panel, when laid out against the body, it will be on the left hand side. So that is the left panel, and the right panel I've crocheted up to the square part, and now we have to do the decreasing part. So for that we have to mirror repeat what we did, okay? Because I want this to be the right side and the shaping should come this way, and this side will be the underarm side. So I have to mirror repeat, and I'll just record that part also in the video as well, so you don't have to go through and mirror repeat in your mind, because that's very confusing. Just follow the steps that I do to make the right panel of the top. Okay, so to make the right panel, after we completed up to a height of 8 inches, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the work. Okay, so for the first row, the first decreasing row, you're just going to place a double crochet, the standing double crochet as usual, because we are just going to make the double crochet mesh until we reach the end. Okay, so for the first row, the underarm side, we are not doing any decreases. So turn your work as usual, place the standing double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, leave 2 chains, leave 2 stitches, place double crochet, again chain 2, yarn over, place double crochet. So nothing special, just do the double crochet mesh until you reach the end of the row. I'll see you guys here. Okay, so here now I am at the end of that row and we are going to do the decrease. So before that, I have to do the decrease in these 2 stitches here. Okay, so I'm gonna make, now if I follow the usual pattern, I should do 2 chains and double crochet here. Instead of that, I'm gonna do one double crochet into this stitch, one double crochet into the next, and here I'm gonna do a decrease. I'm not gonna yarn over though. I'm just gonna insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and I'm not gonna do anything over here. Okay, next I'm gonna turn the work. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna do anything into that. I'm gonna insert the hook into the next, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and this row is supposed to be just a double crochet row. So just as usual, make double crochets, one double crochet here. I'm just gonna mark the first stitch. This is the first stitch, and just place double crochets in this row, and I'll see you guys around here. Here, this part, the decrease that we do is this one and this one. So here into this, place one double crochet, one more since it was a chain 2 space, and then you're gonna yarn over, insert the hook onto this, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and then turn the work. Now you're not gonna make anything into this, into the next. You're gonna insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now this is supposed to be a triple crochet mesh row, so make a triple crochet into the next, okay, to get it aligned, and then chain 2, leave 2 stitches, make triple crochet into the next. Oops. Okay, likewise do the triple crochet row, and I'll see you guys around here. So I'm at the end, and we have to do the decreasing part. So for that, just undo the chain 2. We have 4 stitches, and we're gonna do decreases to these 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, next turn the work again. Okay, here in this row we'll make a double crochet straight away into this mesh. So yarn, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert, a standing double crochet, okay, and straight away into this one. I'm just gonna pull the double crochet a bit, okay, and then 2 double crochets into this space, 2 double crochets into the next space, double crochet into this, and you can see the shape. As usual, just place double crochets until you reach here. Okay, Okay, I'm at the end. Here I just made one chain, and then to do the decrease I'm gonna yarn over, insert the hook here, pull up a loop, and insert the hook into the mesh, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through all three. Okay, so we've been doing 1 2 3 4 rows of decreases. We have to do 2 more, so turn the work, and now we have to do a double crochet mesh row. So just leave this one, and into this make a double crochet, standing double crochet. Okay, and again a standing double crochet, not a standing, again a double crochet to get the meshes into alignment, and then chain 2, yarn over, skip 2 stitches, double crochet. Continue this until you reach here, and I'll see you guys. I'm at the end, and again we have 4 stitches, and we are going to do the decrease into these 2 stitches. So just insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, turn your work. Okay, we are going to do a decrease in this row. Here again, skip this stitch, this one, and into this, insert, pull up a loop, and into this mesh, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and into this one you have to make a double crochet, insert, okay, and this is a double crochet row, so just place double crochets. This side might be confusing. I'm doing my best to get it to the right side and align the squares and everything properly, because I've been alternating between triple crochet and double crochet meshes. That's why. So it's a bit challenging to balance both sides symmetrically. So yeah, if it's confusing, just shoot me a message. I'll do my best to help and sort it out. But basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a more decreasing more at the open side and less at the underarm. Okay, so we've reached to the end of this side, and we are not doing any decreases on this side. Just place double crochets, one double crochet here, and end it. Okay, this is how it looks like. And as you can see, the underarm part, the curvature is less, and here the open side, the curvature is more. That is the target. At the end of 6 rows, you should be having like the final row meshes, 6 meshes here. See, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now we're gonna turn, and it's going to be a triple crochet row. So insert, pull up, make the standing triple crochet, chain 2, and leave 2 stitches into the next, make a triple crochet, Okay, 5 meshes, 5 squares in the mesh, not 5 meshes, 5 squares in the triple crochet mesh. Okay, so after you reach up to this point, now remember this is, we are mirror repeating the panel. So here in the previous one, at the end of these 5 meshes, there is an extra triple crochet. So you have to make that extra triple crochet. Now if in your panel there is no extra triple crochet, just leave it be. So since in my one there is an extra triple crochet to be seen, you have to do it here. Into this. Then only the straps will be balanced. Okay. Next, turn the work and continue repeating the pattern. So this one, make a standing double crochet here. Make another standing double crochet. Make another double crochet on top of the other triple crochet stitch. And into the gap, make 2 double crochets. So this is the double crochet row that we are doing. On top of this, make a double crochet and continue doing the double crochet row. Okay, so I've completed a few rows. I just wanted to show you guys. So this is what I did back there to get this, because on the other side also there are 2 here. You can see 2 stitches here. If there were only one, it would look like this. And yeah, now these 2 sides are identical. You can see the strap width is also same, and all you have to do now is make the strap up to the length of this strap, and we'll be done with the panels, and we'll just have to do the joining and the final touches to the crop top. I'll see you guys at the end of making the strap. Okay guys, so I just finished making all the panels. So this is the front panels, this one and this one, and straps. And I also made the back panel, which is 8 inches high and the length of 16 inches. So the number of stitches will differ according to your tension. So I'm not gonna mention the stitch count, just the length is 16 inches. And what's left is we have to sew the seams. So a quick explanation about the panels before we move on to sewing the seams. The very first panel we made was the left panel when laid against the body. So in this frame, this one, the right side one, when laid against the body, it would go to the left side. And if you repeated the same pattern and made another, you can do it, that's totally fine. You can just flip it to the other side and then it would be your right panel. The only thing is the stitches would look a bit different. It's not that much noticeable, but for crocheters it is. So this would result in the back side of the double crochet. So because I don't like it, what I did was I mirror repeated the pattern we used for the left panel to make the right panel. So this is the result, and now you can see this is also on the right side. I mean the correct side is upwards. Okay, so there's no issue. You can just repeat the same pattern we used to the left panel and like turn it this way and use it. So no issue. So when you're attaching the seams, make sure that the meshes are aligned. So this double crochet row should align with the double crochet row of the back panel, and then you join the seams. Okay, so if you want, you can use some pins to help to keep them in place. So first I'm gonna attach this side. I'm gonna have the piece laid out properly. Make sure that this one is the front open, and this is the underarm, and I'm gonna open this like this. Okay, so you can see the wrong sides of the double crochets are towards my face now. Okay, and to join, make sure that these are aligned. So I'm gonna use a pin to keep it in place. I'm gonna use another pin around here. So with the help of pins, I laid it aligned properly, and then to join the seams, I'm gonna use a darning needle. So for that, I'm not gonna use the plastic darning needle, which is this one, because this one is big and the stitches are small, so it would be hard for you to join the seams. Instead, use a metal darning needle. This is pointy, and to join, use a little bit of a long yarn strand. There is no specific way to join, just I'm just gonna make a knot here first. Let me remove this. And don't worry about this tail. You can weave it in as you go. So I'm gonna send the needle onto this side and the needle onto this side. I'm not going to go into the mesh, just into the stitch. And you're gonna join the seams like that, the other side also like that. I'll see you guys after joining the two side seams. Okay guys, I attached the side seams, so this side and this side. Now we have to attach the strap to the back panel, so I fold it properly like this, and I already marked where my shoulder point is, and the other end I just fold it aligned, and both sides like this. And just try to make sure to get the measures aligned. Now let's say like this. Okay, and I'm gonna use a pin to help keep it in place for now. Okay, and use a piece of thread. For me, in the strap I left a long strand, so I'm gonna use that itself to connect the two pieces. So just like before, you can join. Okay guys, so now we are going to add a bit of a frill around, and I'm gonna use white for this. You can use the same brown yarn So you're gonna attach the yarn to the beginning here, chain 1, and I'm gonna weave in this end as we do the work. So into this next one, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to make a single crochet round as the border around this whole thing. Okay, so into the next, insert, pull up, and just there is no specific place, like when you see the gap here, just insert the hook, oops, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Just make single crochets around. And I'll see you guys at the end. Okay guys, so this is how it looks like after adding the border around the top. And next, as you can see, I have added this tie. It's to form the bow, in front of the top, the bow part. So let me just show you how I did it. So first of all, you're gonna take the yarn, and I attached one at the very top, and one will be coming around here. So this is totally up to your preference. I just wanted 3 bow ties. If you want one, just you can use one. So I'll just quickly show you how I attach this top one. So if you want to make just like mine, I attached one at the top. How you do is, and then 1 2 3, I'm gonna attach one here after 3 measures here. So how you do this is, you're gonna insert the hook into just one of the chains here. I'm gonna insert it into here, and then you're gonna pull out the yarn through like this and make the chain 1, and then you're gonna make 50 chains. So 1 2 3 10 50. So you make 50 chains, same length, and then weave a bit of the strand out, and then you have to weave this part in so that it won't come undone. And you do the same thing here, count 3 measures down, and around here I'm gonna attach the yarn. 1 2 3 here, from front to back, out, chain 1, and 50 chains. Okay, 50 chains, cut the yarn, pull out, and there you go. You can make the other bow tie, just keep 3, and around here you can make another bow, 1 2 3 around here. Okay, or if you want to space them evenly, just count the rows and space them out evenly. Okay, next I want to show you guys the arm part. First of all, you're gonna go around a border, just place single crochets into the stitches that you find here, make sure that you don't place too much or too less, because if you place too less, this would, like, you know, scrunched up like this. And yeah, so my rule is, when you find a triple crochet like this, you place 3 single crochets, and when you find a double crochet, you place 2, so that way the stitch count becomes equal. Okay, because double crochet is the height of 2 single crochets, sorry, not 2 chains, 2 single crochets, and the triple is the height of 3 single crochets. So when you place 2 and 3, 2 3 likewise, it would look not too tight, not too loose, just the right size. Okay, so what I mean is to go that you should have done it in here also. Now, of course, obviously here it's just one stitch, so you place 1 single crochet, but somewhere around here where we make the curvature part, or here, you can place 3 single crochets into a triple height. Around here you can place 3 single crochet into a triple crochet stitch height and 2 into a double. Okay, so underarm part, I'm gonna attach the yarn to where the underarm begins, somewhere here. Okay, and you can see the stitches the V shape, so you can go into it, pull up. Okay, so I just finished going around the arm here. Okay, next we are going to make a frill. So for that, I'm gonna use the triple crochet. Here I ended with a slip stitch. What I mean is this. Now, as usual, I'm gonna make a single crochet into this, and this is the place where we started. So I'm gonna insert the hook, pull up a loop, and pull all the way through to make the slip stitch. Okay, and next we are going to make the triple crochet. So to start, you just make 3 chains, 1 2 3, and then you're gonna yarn over twice. You can remember, right? And into the next one you're gonna make 3 triple crochets. This is my first one. Yarn over twice again, and into the same you're gonna make another triple crochet. Yarn over twice, one more into the same. Okay, so 3 triple crochets. Into the next one you're gonna make 2 triple crochets. Okay, into the next, again 2 triple crochets. And into the next 3 triple crochets. So you're gonna alternate 3 2 2 3 2 2 3 2 2. That's the pattern. Okay, so here now 3 triple crochets. If you make 3 to the next one, 2 triple crochets. You're gonna repeat this, and I'll see you guys at the end. Okay guys, so here's the completed look. So this is how the frill will turn out to be, and as you can see, it is so pretty. So this gives the 2 bows. So yeah, this is how it looks like, and I hope you guys will be able to make one like this. And yeah, see you guys in my next tutorial. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye.